you like the video, it'll be my honor if you can like, subscribe, and hit the notification button. And there are a lot more figure diorama photography at the end of this video, so please watch and enjoy until the end. Now, let's begin. Hello everyone, how's everybody doing today? And today we are going to be finally reviewing. God, I love this character. God, I knew this character for a long time. Any long Star Wars fan knew this guy way before they appeared in Mandalorian. And when they did, or technically there was only one guy, but I loved him so much so I got two. But when he did, we were all screaming. I was watching with my wife and she didn't know what the hell because, you know, she's just a regular Star Wars fan. But like for a core fan, we know who this was. And when he was walking in a badass moment like this, I was like, right, it just happened. Man, yes, it was so much hype to me, and I think to the Star Wars community, that they brought the legendary Incinerator Trooper, and his entrance was badass. Just walking in casually like that, like I'm gonna burn something today. Oh my god, that was the best entrance of any Stormtrooper. He stole the entire show. And yeah, I am very happy that they released this figure, and he looked badass. And yes, you can pose him exactly like how he arrived. Not perfectly because, you know, his pad and everything, and this is the, you know, Hasbro doesn't have the best, you know, joints and so on, but look at it. It is awesome, and I think you can still get this guy. I don't know, I can't, well, time of this video, I was taking this in December 6th or something, so the video will be posted I'm sure the video won't be posted until somewhere in January because I have all these other figures that I'm doing the review. But during that time, he is still available. I don't know about the future. Maybe he's not, but I hope you can get it if you want to. He is an awesome figure. I love him. Just the red. Look at that red. It looks so awesome. My God. He is so awesome, and I think Hasbro released, I'm just guessing, I just can't remember perfectly, but they had a 1-to-1 scale Stormtrooper helmet for this Incinerator Trooper out, and it wasn't like a mega hit sale. I think it was like there and here, but after this show, I think it was all gone. Like I think it was like any leftover, it was like gone. But yeah, it's an awesome figure. Look at it. It is a typical Stormtrooper. However, this attitude was awesome. So yeah, he had all the regular Stormtrooper attribute with this gas can, which is so awesome. It could be removable. It could just, you know, it's kind of flimsy. Most of the time, I just realized the backpack is kind of loose, and you can kind of remove it like so, but you can just try to peg them in. It's a very loose connector, so it's nothing great. It's just on there. It's not like pegged in, but you'll get that you'll get a awesome pad, which sadly the pad is actually connected to the belt. So I was thinking when I first got it, I was like, oh my god, I can just remove that and, you know, and use it for other troopers, but I can't because it's all connected. So that's a little bummer. But you also get the flamethrower, which is, as you can see, the detail is really nice. It's awesome. And anyone who knows, the backpack just opened again, but anyone who knows how flamethrower works, you get these fires right here, and you get the gas flying out from the middle. So that fire it's always on. It must be on because sometimes the gas leaks, and if you go to any restaurant kitchen, it's the same. All the kitchen stove fire is on, because if there is a leak, you don't want that leak to be, you know, building up, because if it build up and one ignition goes, the whole restaurant is gonna blow up and the building might blow up too. So any restaurant, any flamethrower that's on active, you do have a fire on all the time, just for in case that there's a leakage of the gas. So in the movie, I think they showed that. I'm not too sure, but you do get this awesome translucent red flamethrower effect. You can just peg it right like so, and there is if you look closely, there is a little deep holes for this part. I don't know the name, but that part you get in. So if you just put them like so, it would be really secure and you have no problem. However, as we expect, it's little, front heavy, so his arm won't be holding on to that effect too well. If you do it right, he might be able to, just hold on to it with his one hand. But I usually try two hands. Sadly, the thing is that it doesn't go too far because that's like, I don't know, maybe 2 meters apart. Yeah, the maximum is like 2 meter in 1/12 scale world, so it's not too far, but not bad. You don't get any other special effects or any accessories with them, but that's okay. However, I think it's about time for Hasbro to start learning and give us more hand. Like they are slowly bumping up the price, and definitely they are bumping up the price. So giving us a extra hands is, I think it's at this stage it's mandatory. They only give us the pistol holding hand. Like we need full open hand and we need like closed hand at least for any of these figures, because that's quite common sense in today's era. Most of the competitor gives hands, especially any imports. They all give us multiple hands. We're not asking for give us 5 sets of hands. We're just saying maybe give us one more set of hands at least, because that's quite common sense in this era. And people might say, imports are more expensive. No, they're not. Because it's all reflected by the quality. Because Hasbro articulation, they're not that great. Honestly, they're really in the low tier comparing to any of the import, because import figures, they have way better articulation. The plastic quality, yes, the imports give way better quality, and yes, there is crappy imports too. Yes, I agree, but overall, I'm talking about the accessories, so on, same thing. At the same time, these guys aren't cheap in outside America. The United States people, yeah, you guys are lucky getting these guys for that price. But if you're in say Canada, we're paying $29 for these guys, and most of the time they're not on the shelf, so we have to pay a premium. You go to Japan, most of the figure is around 4,000 yen plus, which is actually more than that. Most of the figure you sometimes do find 3,000 yen, but in US it's $40 to $50. Some are $80. It's ridiculous. They're expensive. So if you say imports are expensive, oh no, these guys are quality compared. They're insanely expensive outside the West. So for me, saying that imports are expensive, so they can afford more accessory, that's ridiculous. It's just for that price you offer, and for especially Hasbro, they really suck at offering them, because I don't know, Target exclusive by ass. At the same time, in Japan, or if you go say China, different because they manufacture there. But if you go Thailand, or if you go to Canada, and Canada again, some place different. Say if you're lucky to live in Montreal or whatever, then they're fine. But BC, Vancouver, right here, you get nothing. So a lot of us out there, we're paying super high versus the people in the state. So I say, if you're increasing the price, which you guys did, because it was supposed to be $19.99 back then, now it's $22 whatever, that's a significant increase. That's a lot of big increase, not a buck increase. So that should be accommodated with something, right? So I think one set of hand would never hurt. So toss them a hand. It increases the play factor. So look at me, I bought 2. And it was a premium price, but still, I'm not complaining about it. The price, I'm just asking that, hey, if you increase the price, why don't you give a favor to your customer? But anyhow, I know some people are gonna start screaming at me for that, but I don't care. One thing I do care is the helmet does look deformed. Like, it feels like it got squeezed in. I did hear this a lot from other collectors too. They do look deformed, and they are different. This head and that head looks different. I don't know, this one looks taller and this one looks squished, and I don't know why. And especially, actually, it is, look at it here. If you look at it, this side is much higher, this one is flat, so it's really different. I don't know if you can capture that in the video, but yeah, definitely that one higher. I could even feel it. So I don't know what's with the quality issue with these guys. If it's the original trilogy, it's okay because all the helmets are different, but in Mandalorian, it's not like that. They're all, clean made. So, and I'm from the original trilogy, so I'm not too, bitchy about it. I'm just, mentioning that they're different. And if you're a really, really, strict Star Wars fan, you will be pissed off because you want screen accuracy, and this is not screen accurate. I'm okay because I say, well, these guys are beat up. It's, the post-Imperial era. They don't have much resource compared to the back then, yada, yada, yada. So I can make it slide, but not many fans can. And also, even the glossiness are different. This is much more reflective, and this one isn't. It's reflective, but you can see the shine difference here. This is more like a matte shine. This is like super glossy shine right here. So the quality difference does exist. I don't know why. I'm just letting you guys know I'm okay with it. But for those who plan to purchase it, that is the case. And yeah, when it comes to articulation, the typical thing. I'm not gonna go to the details. I'm gonna show that for my regular Star Wars Stormtrooper video. But it's all the typical thing. It does everything that you expect. A lot of people don't like the single leg joint. I agree. But the range of the angle isn't much different from the double joint anyways, so it's hard to say. Like, I think swapping that from double to single due to the articulated joint angle, it's not much different, so I'm not against it. But my idea was, if you're going to change it, give us a better range of articulation, which they didn't. So for me, it's like, yeah, whatever kind of thing. And yeah, it's typical ankle joint, and that's about it. Even his elbow, not much of a, maybe it did give a better range of articulation. And I'm not too, bummed with the elbow. It's not I'm not too against it. It's always the knee that I'm not too happy with these figures. That, yes, if you're wearing a Star Wars 1-to-1 scale action costume and so on, it's really hard to wear. You can sit down, but it's not the best feeling. You can crouch down, not great, but you can still do it. So yeah, and a lot of import figure, you can still do that. You can crouch down way better than Hasbro. So if they are going to cut down the cost and give us something, then maybe a better cut somewhere to compensate for the angle. I don't know. They did decrease the cost by making it a single joint figure, but they did have a higher price, $22, $22.99 or maybe like that. I don't know. It was $19.99, but it's $22.99 right now, right? So they did increase the price, and they did cut the cost. So my say is, give us at least one pair of hand. And if they cut down the cost of all the figure by making it single joint, plus if they increase the price, I say give us at least total of 3 sets. One that's connected, one's the fist, and one's the open hand. I think that doesn't hurt. This figure, I think it's an awesome figure. I think you would love this figure because the Mandalorian is awesome. Because Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau done a perfect job in their show. So I think, hey, look at this. This is awesome, isn't it? Like, this is burning your ass off. Awesomeness. So I don't know if they're gonna show Incinerator Trooper again. I'm kind of hoping not, because he would introduce in such a perfect manner that if you reintroduce him again, it might dilute it. So we want to keep that awesomeness, there. We don't want it to be diluted. So unless he can be reintroduced in a much more badass way, I want it to, stay as it is. Like, that was an awesome ass kick-ass scene. We don't need much more, because if you do too much, then it might dilute his awesomeness and it might make him look less cool. So I don't know if I want to see him again, but this figure is an awesome figure. So yeah, if you're thinking to purchase it, I think you should go run and get him, because he is so awesome. I love it. Thank you very much, Hasbro. Even so I did said a lot of shit to you, I do appreciate, and I do buy ton of figure from you. I think I'm one of the most, crazy Hasbro figure collector out there. But yeah, there is a bigger fish every time. There's like a bigger fish and a much bigger fish. So no, I'm not like the top, anything, but I do collect. I spend tens of thousands of bucks for your toys. So yeah, hope you can, think about the extra sets of hands. But anyhow, this is such an awesome figure, and I just can't stop playing with it. As you can see, I love this guy, just burning everything down. I don't know. Merry Christmas, my ass. This is so much fun. Oh man, I just have so much fun that the trooper just dropped it right there. But anyhow, yeah, talk to you soon. I'll take some pictures, and yeah, this is an awesome figure. You should get it. Thank you so much. Thank you very much for watching my figure unboxing photography review. If you liked the video, please like, subscribe, and hit the notification button. Currently, there are only 6% of my audience who are subscribed, and I feel a little bit lonely here, so your subscription will give me inspiration to go on further. Thank you again, and see you all soon. 遊びでやってるんだよ。